Born from the ashes. 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 Born from the. Watch me rain.
Hey guys, I'm your caster tonight, Renegade, and welcome to the Ris3n Showmatch series. In the top left corner of Nightshade, it's 11. And in the bottom right hand corner, as the pink Zerg, it's Hometown Crib. 11, a brand new addition to the Ris3n roster. Hometown Crib has been around since pretty close to the very beginning. Hometown, a pretty aggressive Zerg, but so is 11. However, both these players appear to have gone hatch first. Hometown Crib going a little bit more of an aggressive build though. And will have his spawning pool finished up a little bit ahead of time of our blue Zerg. It looks like what Stillfly has set up here is a best of 3 King of the Hill between our players that were initially slated for the lineup against Extra One Gaming. I hope you all are having a wonderful weekend. And we're gonna wait for some units to hit the field. Okay, this is pretty big. Hometown Crib going for 6 lings, 11 only 4. This could signal aggression from Hometown Crib. Indeed, it is going to. See, sneaks out another few. Getting that total up to 10. This is definitely an attack potential from Hometown. Levin sent in scouting Zerglings. He has seen all of this, but how is he going to prepare? It looks like he's going to prepare by throwing down 2 spines and blocking off the ramps with his queens. This is going to be a solid defense, but does he have enough to hold on? Hometown can't fight in range of the spines. He can take these lings on if they're just around the queens. Okay, there he goes. 11 cannot take this fight. The first queen is about to fall. Down goes the second queen. There are 10 more lings in production for 11, but he has to hold on somehow in the meantime. Oh no, he pulled his drones out of a concave. He could have gotten a complete surround on Hometown's lings, but instead, he pulled away, and the lings are going to gun down the drones. 11's lings split between 2 bases, so they're not able to unite and fight Hometown's forces all at once. Unfortunately, this is going to put 11 pretty far behind as the assault continues. Link speed is still precious seconds away from completion. A nice Baneling hit means that 11 isn't doomed here. But it's still going to be a pretty hard uphill battle. Hometown's attack is finally repelled. However, you can see just how much damage the Pink Zerg was able to deal. He's ahead 9 workers. That's absolutely astounding. He has like 33% bigger economy than 11, and when you're in a mirror matchup, you know, you can't rely on comeback mechanics like Chrono Boost or like mules to get ahead of your opponent if you're behind. You have the same deck of cards that your opponent's playing with, so it's really hard to come back. It's really, really, really hard to come back from this. There's a little bit of stream stutter. I apologize. That should be totally eliminated by the time we hit game number 2. I had some projects going in the background that if I canceled, I would have lost 3 hours of work, but they're finishing and coding in the background. They should be done soon and free up some space here. Hopefully it's not too distracting. It looks like we're just losing couple of bits, no dropped frames so far. Hometown has an unassailable defense. If 11 tries to take a sword swipe, he's just gonna kind of shatter the sword against this wall off. And that means he needs to think outside the box. I don't know how much a Roach Warren is going to do at this point. Hometown Crib is going for a Nidus. Now that said, 11 is making a play for +1. That's going to hit the field here in about a minute. However, Hometown's Nidus is going to hit much sooner than that. His Overlord is almost in position as the Nidus finishes up back home. And this is going to leave 11 without a lot of options. Now, 11 has caught up a little bit in economy, but Hometown getting that 25 to 14 worker advantage means he has the superior military, and he is going to use that curve where he has the bigger army to take out 11. 11 invested in catching up on that economy. He got a third, which means he has more larva production in the long run, but he is going to be vulnerable here for a little bit, and that's exactly what Hometown Crib is exploiting. 52 army supply to 18. This is almost entirely undefendable for 11. He's pulling the Lings back home. Right now, this queen is bravely taking pot shots at the invading Lurches, but the damage has begun to be dished out. 11 losing 7 drones on the retreat. He is going to be able to send them to mine from his third. However, this is pretty dire straits for our blue friend. He's going to try to push up the ramp, only able to take out 2 roaches for about 11 lings. And Hometown has taken the home field advantage away from 11 with his Nidus. This is fully secured. There's no way that 11 can attack it. He doesn't have a lair. Well, he has a lair. He doesn't have a spire anywhere near started, which is the one thing that could turn this around. And Hometown is going to be relentless in his aggression. GG is called. Hometown takes game number 1. Okay, on the left side of Golden Wall, as the pink Zerg, it's Hometown Crib. And on the right, as the red Zerg, it's 11. Okay, So 11 is taking the back of the gold base. It's a little bit of a weird move, a little bit of a cheeky move. Now, the advantage is, of course, he's going to have a heck of a lot of mineral income, and this leaves Hometown Crib with 3 options. If he scouts this properly, he's going to mine out the minerals in the back of his main and Ling Flood to try to shut this down. Now, of course, 11's main is also open, and he has to spread creep down here to get an Evo Chamber block or anything like that. Otherwise, he's going to have to rely on queens and hold position drones. Now, if 11 does not figure out that's what he needs to do, he's going to have to wait till Roach Tech to harass this mineral line. This is a very, very, very fast 3 base. 11 needs to get this wall up, and he needs to get it up soon. Hometown is also going for a 3rd, but it's much later than 11's. 11 should be pulling drones here soon. No, he's just going to saturate it with fresh drones. Another thing Hometown can do is just send out 4 drones of his own, mine these 2, and mine these 2. They are only 5 minerals apiece, so it's totally doable here for the Pink Zerg. Five banelings morphing at the top of the ramp. Now Hometown can choose to smash these 3 banelings into the 4 eggs. Oh, not like that. Not like this. No! Okay, somehow 11's Bane did not get a good connection there. It looked like it was beautifully set up, but Hometown Crib out-microed. He's going to get a couple drone kills as well as a spine. Now, believe it or not, 11 can sustain this kind of damage since he does have that gold base, but he needs to stop himself from taking very much more. These banelings are very close to being morphed. 11 needs to be very careful with these lings. Okay, he's going to lose 5 in exchange for all those banelings. Not a bad trade. Not a bad trade at all. Let's see what Hometown Crib scouted. Okay, so he scouted the creep spread out here. It's just a matter of how much was he paying attention when he did so. Hometown's transitioning into roaches. I don't know that this is going to be enough. Oh, okay. No, there's definitely enough. 11 knows that, and he's going to back off. Now, unfortunately, our red Zerg didn't make a macro hatch, and doesn't appear to be utilizing his absolutely massive mineral bank. He needs to get gases up. He needs to start investing into higher cost units, but lower larva cost units, like really high larva efficiency units to take advantage of his gold base. But right now he's staying on lings. That means he has 1,300 minerals in the bank. Hometown Crib, despite being like behind on economy, technically, is basically toe-to-toe with his opponent. 11's actually down in supply. Maybe not after these banelings hit. Nice splits from Hometown. Mean only 5 drones go down to baneling connections. $11 now with 2k minerals in the bank. Yeah, normally you'd be like, oh, that's wonderful, that's tremendous. But as a Zerg, again, you're limited by your larva production. 11 is going to have a difficult time increasing his larva production the longer he waits. Now, that said, Hometown is about to lose about a third of his when this third base goes down. Okay, there it goes. Decent Baneling hits for Hometown. He has 9 more roaches about to pop, but they're not going to pop in time to stop these 2 incoming Bane... Oh, okay. Well, 11 stopped his own incoming Baneling. Does take 2 hits to kill a drone, so... Definitely not as much damage as there could have been. Hometown's roaches are nestled into this really nice corner. Now, they will all die, unfortunately, but they did a lot more damage than they had any right to. That's a kill on Hometown's third. 11 should be able to get a surround on the ridge. Okay, no, he over-microed them. So, all these lings... no, the lings come out narrowly ahead, actually. Interesting. Do they, though? Yes. +1 lings are a force to be reckoned with. Okay, no, Hometown doesn't get his wall up in time. Eleven's just still holding down the Z key with 30 more Zerglings on the way. Oh no. Hometown's making lings. He spent all that larva on lings. I don't know why he spent all that larva on Zerglings. He needed more roaches. I mean, he can morph them into banelings, but he's not doing so. Okay, he's going to go for an attack on the gold base. But he doesn't have enough at home to defend. This spine is going to fall in a matter of seconds, and there goes the wall off. Hometown's lings get aggroed, and they should... Okay, they win the victory, but there aren't very many of them left. And with this kind of misguided attack, Hometown Crib will get overrun. 50 more Zerglings coming out from 11. He has an endless mineral bank. And it doesn't really matter that he lost that handful of drones, because this gold base is mined out anyway. These 3 patches will hold strong for a little while, but... Hometown's defense is faltering bit by bit. Carapace is on these the field for these Zerglings as well, so they'll take an extra shot to kill. That's going to be it. And 11 evens up the score 1-1. In the bottom left, as the pink Zerg, it's Hometown Crib. And in the top right corner, as the red Zerg, it's 11. Stream is back up. Spam in chat, you know, hit the pause button and then the play button if it's not playing for you. For whatever reason. Okay, this is a lot of lings that 11 is massing. Hometown going the more economic route, and he's moving out Speed is only halfway done, so he will hit the other side of the map before Speed finishes, and Hometown sees all these links moving up, so this is going to allow him ample time to prepare. And that's what I mean. There's no advantage to 11 for engaging at the time he did. Had he waited just a couple extra seconds to move out, do you see how these lings don't have speed, but these lings have speed? He could have stormed across the map, hit the other side before Hometown was able to get defenses up, and overwhelmed the defenders. And he's still going to be able to overwhelm the defenders mid-map, but Hometown has a lot of reinforcements massing up back home. And these ones do have speed, so they're going to be able to go toe-to-toe with the Lings of 11. 11's morphing Banelings at the front, but he might get over Ris3n here. Yeah, he's going to have to cancel the Banes. And he's fighting into a concave upper ramp, so that's not going to work out for him too well. Levin's saying, I just hit the Windows key. Oh no. Well, you can disable that in settings. Hometown gets a total wraparound on the natural of 11. Down it goes. And 11 is in quite a bit of trouble. Hometown is already up 2 workers, and he's about to be up 7 workers. Monka, yikes. Okay, these Banelings could even things up a little bit. They're going to defend quite nicely here for 11. Hometown is running a strike force around to the right side of the map. It's going to take them quite some time to get across a map as large as Eternal Empire. And in the meantime, he does have to defend at home. It's going to take both queens to fill the gap. They're not able to get there in time. I think Hometown needs to back up to the ramp, and back up now. He does have 16 lings entering production, but they are just that, entering production. It's going to be about another 11 seconds before those lings hit the field. That was a bit of a whiff on the Baneling connection. Had they gone into the main, there was nothing to defend for Hometown Crib. In the meantime, Hometown has gone across the map, and we have a full-on base race on our hands. GG is called. Hometown takes the series 2-1. In the top right corner of Eternal Empire, it's the teal toss, Stillfly, and in the bottom left, as the orange toss, it's Chance. So these two decided to have an off-race battle. One of them will emerge victorious. And that's going to have 0 consequences, except for e-gaming clout. I assume after this, we will have Chance versus Hometown Crib to close out the series. I don't know what that pylon is about. I have 0 idea, actually. Stillfly has a pretty strong Protoss off race, I think. Well, I mean, what? What? Usually, in the PvP matchup, you open 2 Gateway and then throw down a Cybercore. You then produce 2 units out of those gateways. And usually it's not a Zealot. Usually you want to go like Stalker Sentry, double Stalker, double Adept, something like that. But both players definitely with some unusual openings. To say the least. Chances oversaturating his main, but also not expanding. Looks like that may be about to change, though. Okay, so Chance, a little bit belatedly, but he got there eventually, is going to open up double Stalker. Stillfly is going for double Stargate. He has 3 Zealots to defend at the front. Now, that is not the greatest. You may be saying, but Renegade! Don't try it! I have the high ground! Chance could actually kite these Zealots across the map if he wanted to, and kill every single one. It's not like they have charged, they don't have enough movement speed. The Stalkers can constantly just move back, take a shot, move back, take a shot. However, that's not going to come into play. Chance pulls back home. Stillfly lifts up one of his own Zealots. Okay. Couple Phoenix coming out of the gate. And basically, Stillfly is going to be trying to pick apart Chance's economy, grabbing a Stalker here, grabbing a Zealot there, grabbing 2 probes at a time. Before Chance can build up a 2-base army and push out and kill Stillfly, he has to weaken it enough so that that eventual counter-aggression doesn't outright overrun him. Now, Chance is going to be trying to build up a small army, and while Stillfly spends all his Phoenix energy, Chance is going to push out and try to kill Stillfly. Really, says Chance. Really? What, you mean really? You have so many stock? It's like the Stonks meme, but stock. Chance shoots the rocks instead of the Zealot. Usually you don't want Zealot Phoenix. You want something like Stalker Phoenix, so that the Stalkers can shoot the units that the Phoenix lift into the air, but Chance is going into Blink, and Stillfly is going into Void Ray. Alright, so it looks like Stillfly did a lot of damage there. And sure, he got a lot of damage done, but these Phoenix are out of energy. There's 2 lifts about to regenerate. One of them's been used. If Chance can get a big warping going and counterattack, this is going to be the end of our Teal Protoss. Chance is held quite effectively. He's up 15 workers. Again, this is a mirror matchup. So both these players playing with the same tools. And I don't know, Kev. Stillfly keeps building air while Chance has Blink Stalkers. And is about to have +1. And is getting a Dark Shrine for those Archons. There's +1 finished up for Chance. So now, Stillfly not only is heavily behind in economy, but he has no effective fighting units back home. Partly because he invested in so many Phoenix that now have no energy. Partly because he has such a low worker count and no second base. Stillfly recalls the Phoenix, and you can just see them not really doing a whole lot. Chance is going to put a DT into the main mineral line, and I think that's going to close out this game. GG is called, and Chance takes game number 1. In the top right corner. Every time, man! Every time with this map! Fuck. As the Protoss, it's Stillfly, and as the red toss, it's Chance. There's no top right corner. This is the top right corner. Look at this. It's an island base. Tropical island base. Home story. Okay, so Chance is sending out not 1, not 2, but 3 probes. What you guys did not see on screen is that Chance did a slap roof emote followed by 2 pylons and a cannon. There's the forge out of Chance. And there's the cannon rush. First pylon has been cancelled. 4 probes are enough to shut a pylon down. Ooh, the second probe falls for Chance. Luckily for him, he brought 3. This is a weird map to cannon rush on. There's so much surface area in the main for the cannon rushing Protoss to cover, but I don't think Stillfly realized that Chance sent out 3 probes. He didn't actually send enough probes to shut this down. Okay, there's a 4th. The 2 cannons on the low ground will finish, and they will have high ground vision. Chance has successfully cannon rushed his opponent. First 3 probes have fallen on the defense. It's going to put the economies at even. And Chance is going to... I don't know about that cannon placement, actually. This one, I guess, will be able to hit the Cyber Core. But I feel like these 2 cannons could have been farther out. Stillfly dropping defensive shield batteries. Stillfly is going to be trying to get out an Immortal, I guess. Since he can't get out his first Stalker. These shield batteries exist. They sure do. They have nothing to heal. Stillfly needs to use this shield battery to heal this shield battery, or they're both gonna die. Oh no, the first shield battery's fallen. Luckily, Chance is shooting the assimilator, so this Immortal does have a small opportunity. Cannon builds fast, says Stillfly. I don't think he's going to tap out yet. He does still have this Immortal coming. Oh, there goes the Guardian Shell. Wait, no, these are all Chance pylons. Oh my god. The probe's still up here too. Stillfly didn't kill the probe. Stillfly isn't killing the cannons. He's shooting the pylons. GG is called. Down goes the Nexus, and Chance takes the series 2-0. Believe Chance is gonna be, and we're back again. I'm gonna do some deep research into why OBS is doing this later tonight, but on the right, as the red Zerg, it's NewBreed, and on the left, as the orange Zerg, it's GT Kong. Another ZVZ on Golden Wall. I feel like we're gonna see some kind of Baneling all-in from... Well... No, I'm not gonna say that. These guys might take it to the Roach Wars. I haven't really gotten to see NewBreed play too much. I can't believe OBS has crashed like 6 times tonight. That's depressing. Okay, double Evo chamber at the front for GT Kong. NewBreed is going to grab a Baneling nest. So, a Broach play for sure from GT. NewBreed grabbing the gold. And beginning his Ling Flood. He doesn't have enough to engage here, so GT Kong is just going to be winning all over the place. NewBreed is fighting through the choke point, and he actually gets the concave, so he is going to win against these initial Lings of GT. Does he have enough left over to shut down the Queen? Yes, but unfortunately 2 of the Lings tap on the Roach Warren instead of attacking their target. The Queen is able to get to a choke point and trade off quite effectively, and that means the second Queen will survive. Had NewBreed had all those Lings aggro onto the Queen right away, both these Queens would have been dead. That would have left GT with no injects for at least a little while, but GT replaces the queens. NewBreed getting up a spine and morphing in a couple banelings to defend at the gold base. +1 is about to finish for Kung. It's going to make these roaches a little bit more effective against their adversaries. Roach speed is about to finish as well. There's just no way that NewBreed ever breaks in that wall. He needs to... Okay, he's going for his own roach play behind this. NewBreed definitely spending his bank that he's gaining from the gold base a lot more effectively than 11 did in the previous ZVZ we saw on this map. Surubu's a little bit... He's scared. He's scared but rambunctious. He's flapping his wings in a show of bravado against the roach forces. Oh, pretty big biles connect with GT Kung's little dudes here, but NewBreed is going to get overrun. The upgrade advantage is really paying off for Kung. That said, NewBreed is seconds away from evening the odds. NewBreed is on the bigger economy thanks to this gold base, but these 3 right mineral patches do have significantly less than their left turn. Left turn? Is that a word? You can't really say like western because there's no north, south, east, west on this map, but anyway, Kung... Oh wait, where did Kung cancel his third? I swear GT Kung went for a third. Kung able to connect some biles. And that's really been the story so far. GT Kung definitely connecting more bile than his opponent, but he's just on such a smaller economy. GG is called, and NewBreed takes game number 1. Okay. Yeah, so it's NewBreed and GT Kung on Dasan Station. I like Dasan Station. So it's really unique. You have these golds in the front, and you have these pocket bases in the back. Each player's pocket base is protected. So the way to get to the pocket bases is to kill these rocks behind your your own pocket base, and that clears all these bases up, and there's a free open ramp into your opponent's pocket base here. Rocks behind the gold base as well that you can clear up. And that is the same attack path to your opponent's main. Kong opening up with 6 lings, NewBreed opening up with 8 and a spine. I think that's a little bit of an overreaction to this. Oh, he loses a drone as well. GT Kong's gonna get out with all his men. Ew, what are those? Look at that. What is that? That's disgusting. Oh, I guess it's a Hydralisk. Looked like a person. GT Kong is winning in the trade so far. NewBreed sallies forth. He will overwhelm the Zerglings, but all these Banelings will finish, and there's not enough Queen here to gun them down. Oh, 1 Baneling pops, actually. 2 Banelings pop. 3 Banelings pop! Those were not great hits for GT Kong. A little bit of a miscontrol there. And yeah, they're gonna take out a total of 2 drones. A nice hold here by NewBreed. Kung also isn't utilizing his gold patches. If you're gonna do this play, yeah, there's the transfer from GT Kung. Okay, Kung finally connects a Baneling with the mineral line of his opponent, but... Oh, that was a pretty big misplay from NewBreed. So the idea there was to splash damage these 3 cocoons down with his Banelings. It takes 3 Banelings to kill a Baneling cocoon. But he kind of misplayed it. He needed to smash into the middle one, and instead he smashed into the 2 side ones. That allowed Kung to get another Baneling hit off and even up the ling count. Oh no, the hold position drones are going to... Wow, they survived! They lived! GT Kung with the Baneling hits, but the Lings are gonna gun down the drones, and that's GG. GT Kung evens up the score 1-1. Okay, we're just gonna stay tabbed in, TBH. Sorry for the clown show, guys. At least it'll make an okay YouTube video. I can stitch everything together. No. Can I create? See if we can create the lobby. I can. Look at that. Ba-ba-da-bum. Okay, there we go. In the top left corner of Triton, as the orange Zerg, it's GT Kung. And in the bottom right, as the red Zerg, it's NewBreed. The score is 1-1. Both players take a hatch first. NewBreed is going to get his out a little bit faster. Somehow his interface went green? Don't know what that means. He can't be fixed. Apparently. Out comes 6 links for NewBreed. He's going to take a third. While going a little bit on the offensive, GT Kung will have more than enough to defend. NewBreed should also be going for a Bane Nest here. Kung's going for his own Bane Nest, and this is looking like 2 baseling Bane out of GT Kung to go on the attack. Yep, there's 6 more lings on the production tab, and he's going to have a very slightly earlier ling speed as well. If he can get like 2-3 ling kills based on that upgrade advantage, he's going to be in really good shape. Defensive Bane's being morphed in for NewBreed. Offensive Banes nestled up against the hatch to limit the surface area of the oncoming red Zerglings. One Bane is cancelled, the second one will go down as well. That whole time though, Kung's Lings were dishing out damage. Oh. NewBreed threats the needle through the morphing Banelings. But nice splits here from GT Kung. Remember, it takes 2 Banes to kill a Bane. And Kung's attack kind of fizzles out. Oh, okay. That was a nice trade, but ultimately, NewBreed comes out ahead. Kung just isn't able to connect, and NewBreed can drone up as much as he wants now. There's no more attack coming from GT Kung. GT has gone into double Evo Chamber Roach Warren. NewBreed's going for a link attack. Okay, I would expect NewBreed to try and drone up a little bit more, but looks like he wants to crash into the wall. Wait for the transfuse. Kung isn't gonna transfuse for no reason. Oh no. Okay, down goes the Evo Chamber as well. GT Kung focused on his own attack, but I don't think this wall needed to fall. I think those queens could have held all day. Had Kung just hit the T button and left clicked. Fortunately for the Orange Zerg, that was not the case. NewBreed should be able to rally a defense. 9 drones lost for NewBreed. 6 for GT Kung. But NewBreed is still in the economic lead. However... Okay. There's only 1 link left. Alright, GT Kung is floating 1,300 minerals and 500 gas. If he translates that into roaches very shortly, he can overwhelm his opponent. However, NewBreed is going for a Spire play. That's very high risk, very high reward. GT Kung has not rebuilt his Roach Warren, is not getting upgrades, and is not taking a third despite his accumulated wealth. He doesn't take out the second Baneling. Okay. NewBreed kind of whiffs his defensive Banes, and he's going to lose the nest for it. However, the Spire has arrived. NewBreed is going to have enough gas to make 7. But, oh no, he builds 12 Zerglings to keep living, so he's going to have to trickle these Mutalisk out one at a time. And believe it or not, Ling Bane is a soft counter to Mutalisk. Because the Muta just can't dish out enough damage on time to shut these Banelings down. GT Kung has killed 13 drones, but the economies are still even. And Kung still isn't spending his bank. He's finally getting +1, but he could have roaches, he could have had a Spire of his own, and he could have had a third a long time ago. Now these mutas have built enough numbers that they can go across the map and start... I mean, they can for sure shut down the third. But they can also take down this Evo Chamber before it researches +1. They can engage these Spores one-on-one if the Queens get out of position. And this is it. GT Kung sends across the last attack. There is a Queen on the wall. There are a few Muta in the sky to dish out damage. The Evo Chamber will fall, and these Lings should make it into the base. In fact, they will. But they're not going to be able to... Oh, no! NewBreed pulls all the Mutalisk back home for some reason. These Lings will not get a kill on the Spire. And, hey, GT Kung still has 1k, 1k in the bank. So when the Spire completes, he's going to be able to make 10 Muta at once. But NewBreed already has 12 Muta. A Nidus and a Lurker Den. Interesting play here. E.T. Kung is going into Burrow as well. This is a very strange Zerg versus Zerg. Okay, 4 lurkers move to the front for NewBreed. There are Muta in the air, and there are spore crawlers for detection, so these guys aren't going to do very much damage. They're not firing straight down this drone line. Yeah, 4 drones for 4 lurkers on this low an economy. Not great for NewBreed. Muta are trying to pick off the Spire in the meantime. Oh no, why didn't NewBreed just... I guess GT Kung has too much numbers now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, 3 more Muta go down. Kung intercepts. That was a tough corner. 2 more Muta, I guess. Saves the 3rd, but... +1 is almost on the field for GT Kung. NewBreed is gonna night us out drones. Okay. There are Zerglings here to intercept, so NewBreed should be careful and load it. Alright, GT Kung pulls back the links. He sends them back in. The Hydra are successful in saving the Nidus. The Nidus down to 2 health. Did regen 1 before we clicked on it. The final Mutalisk have gone down here for NewBreed. Oh, there's not enough Hydra to engage either. GT Kung is somehow going to manage to win this game. NewBreed has a little bit of a bank, but so does GT. If he starts mining gas on his 3rd, he can start spending these minerals a lot more effectively. He's trading out Muta for drones. I don't know if that's the best option, but 2 transfuses on this queen are going to allow the Spore to pick off another Mutalisk. However, this front wall is now really compromised. 18 drones in total went down to that attack. The mineral patches in the natural dwindling for both players. However, GT Kung has somewhere to transfer to. NewBreed does not. These queens actually doing quite a number on these Hydra. There's so much transfuse here. Oh no, Kung shouldn't let the 3rd die. There's no need for this. Just needs to keep tapping that T button. Okay. GT Kung will hold on to his 3rd. And NewBreed is kind of out of place here. He needs to get up a 3rd now. He does have 1k, 1k left. Well, it's like 1k, 2k almost. But he's continuing to throw that into Nidus's. Oh no, NewBreed drops a 3rd again at the Nidus. He does get the cancel off, but things are about to get desperate for the Red Zerg. 3 mineral patches with only a couple resources remaining. There are 4 more Corruptors on the production tab, but that's not enough to engage these Mutalisk. Kung is a little bit supply blocked, so that's going to stop him from getting the killing blow on NewBreed for now. Well, the queens didn't drop their transfuses fast enough. There's definitely not enough corruptors to engage. They need to be slamming on that T button Finally they do, but it's not enough. Three Muta for about 11 Corruptors and a Hydra. GG. GT Kung takes the series 2-1. Okay, I'm not gonna alt tab, so you guys are gonna